All right, all right, all right. How many of you have gone to a range? You've gotten there, you've got your bag, you've got your ammo, you've got your gun, you got your eye and ear protection, and then you're like, crap, I got to get some targets. And you're like, hey, what targets do you have? And the guy goes, we've got all these. And they're like $4, $5, $10, $12, $20 for a piece of paper with like a zombie on it. That's dumb. I'm going to share with you today some tips and tricks to save money on the things you're shooting holes in and instead have money left aside for stuff like ammunition. The mosquitoes are getting bad here in the woods, so we're going to get right into it. So first things first, let's talk about the target stands you see me using. This portable target base is made by a company called Hat Point. Look how light this is. 2 fingers, right? Super light. The guy that makes these is an engineer from the automotive field. He brought his expertise in plastic molding from the automotive field over to target bases. I've got 40 of these maybe in the target trailer. And the reason I switched to these is because they're so dang light and we can stack them up. And I've got exactly what I need if it's the huge S12 event or just me out here alone. You can put 1x2s anywhere from right here, about 12 inches apart, out to the large pieces of cardboard that you see us using. You don't have to use the plastic sticks that he sells. You can use 1x2s. I like these because if somebody screws up and shoots one of these, as has happened, I'm going to show you a hole right here. The grade of material that he uses, look at this. It punches a neat hole right through. If that was a piece of 1x2, it probably would have splintered all of this off and it would be toast. It'd be shot to crap and then I'd have to replace it. So I do appreciate that. In my world, staplers are the devil. Why do I say that? Well, they ruin our stuff. I do always have some staplers in the truck. I see more people bleeding from these things than anything else on the range. Throw your stapler in the trash and get you some cheap clamps. You can go to dollar store, you can go to Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, the frickin' Harbor Freight junk store, and you can buy these things for 20, 30, 50 cents a piece. I use these a lot, and then in class, we've got 2.5-inch binder clips. I'll put a picture up. I buy them in boxes of like 144, and I believe they're about 50 bucks for 144. So that's pretty cheap. If somebody shoots one, not a big deal. The other reason I like using binders or clamps is I can easily move the targets, move the targets up and down, depending on if I'm shooting standing or if I'm down on the ground and I need to change the target angle for safety. You know, if I got the target way up here and we're on the ground shooting up, we don't want to send rounds over the berm. Whereas if it's stapled, you're having to rip it off. So you can go on Amazon. I'll put a picture up of that as well. And I believe you can get them anywhere from about $1 a piece to about 50 cents a piece. Super cheap. I'm sure you can go to Walmart, office supply stores, etc., and buy those. So Hat Point targets, they're not paying me to do this. He's my buddy. They sponsor our big S12 event as well. These are great. I have yet to have one have any damage other than somebody, when we got them nailed down to hard ground, prying on them too forcefully instead of taking the spike out. There's some holes that you can spike into the ground, you see on each corner, and they start beating on them. Some non-tradesman kind of guy has cracked one. So other than that, I've got years with those, and other than abuse from somebody being too hard on them, I've never broke one. So that's my cardboard setup. If you need to spike them down, you spike them down. If you need a sandbag, you make a sandbag. Let's switch over to steel. I've got 2 pieces of steel out here in our trailer. We've got plenty of these, and this company makes quite a bit of stuff. This is a company out of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, in a little town called Denver. Very good friends of mine. And this company, TATARGETS, in my opinion, is the finest steel target maker in the business. It's not just about cutting a shape, it's about everything that goes into it. And what these do well, check this out, is they dump the energy. A lot of the steel targets out there do not have the engineering that these do. Hard pause on that. We've got a whole video, multiple videos on their steel. There's a factory tour that Drew put a lot of work into editing. I visited them one hot summer day years ago, and you can go see all about TA. But I want to talk to you about painting targets, because what do? We all go out. Let me grab it. You guys will recognize this sound immediately. Right? The old rattle can. Paint in spray paint cans is a huge waste. Not just that you're spending money for a lot of money for a little bit of paint. Per ounce, it's way more than buying liquid paint in like a gallon or a quart. But most of it goes into the air. It goes on your shooting glasses. It goes on your clothes. So I've got a sweet tip that I'm going to show you right now. You guys want to see it? This is the fastest way you're ever going to paint steel, and the cheapest. All right, you ready for it? You ready for it? Check this out. You're going to buy a made in the USA ammo can. Why do I want those? Because there's a bunch of knockoffs, cheap ones, that the gasket that these are made out of can't handle the moisture. So buy a good one, buy a real one. You're going to get you a whizzy roller for you guys that are not tradespeople. Little whizzy roller. Different people have different names for them. A whiz and a little whizzy screen. I buy gallons of the cheapest water-based primer money can buy. Watch this. Watch how fast this is, you guys. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that. Done. And nothing sprayed me. And it's not all over the air. That paint can will keep the paint perfectly sealed because of the gasket that's on the lid, and because of the length of these rollers. Check this out. It won't go in any deeper. See that? Seal this bad dude up and you're good to go. So I normally will get maybe 10 classes out of a gallon of paint. No joke, that'd be 40 cans of spray paint, and the shit goes everywhere. So if you take one tip away from this video, get a quality ammo can, dedicate it. I know this is the one because paint's dripping down the side. Some whizzy rollers and a little whizzy sleeve. If you can't find the little narrow screen, pardon me, buy a bigger one for the gallon or for the 5-gallon buckets and just cut it with tin snips and shove it down in there. You could probably make something with chicken wire for a screen as well, but you saw how fast that was. It's a no-brainer. Let me show you some more stuff with paper targets now. Paper targets. So you got the goods on that. Oh. Cardboard target. I'm going to separate these to the widest setting. There we go. Widest setting. And you don't need to go crazy with staples and clamps. Usually in class, if it's not like a frickin' super blustery day, I go one top, one bottom on the opposite side, and we're golden. If you want to get jiggy with it and put one top and bottom both sides, be my guest. It's not me being cheap, that just works. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite targets. And I've got one more very beneficial piece of information. Now guys, this is one of my most secret carpenter tricks for you. This is 3M corner bead number 61. Don't buy any old spray glue. You want corner bead number 61, in my opinion, and here's why. The 61, I'm going to just throw a little globule up here, is fairly sticky. And I know I told you I don't like the spray paint. Little spray glue for what we're doing is about an ass. My number one target, 8.5 by 11 printer paper. Oh, that's too big for you? This is pretty dang simple right here. Pretty dang simple. And I probably wouldn't sit on the range doing this, tearing these in half, but I would do this back at the house with the big paper cutter if I needed to, if I wanted to. So that one's too big. Now you got smaller target, right? So printer paper, we've got tons of it around everywhere. Here's another amazing, cheap target. 3x5 note cards. You can go horizontal, you can go vertical, you can have fun with it, and you can go, check this out. Oh my gosh, you can go crooked, crazy, crazy. How about another one? Oh, you want some more? You want some more? Well, I got some more for you. Check this out. Oh, look at that, Post-it notes, because nobody's got these anywhere, 3x3 posties. You want to spend a little money? Go on Amazon, my mofos, and buy you some of these labels. That's a 3-incher. You can buy 4-inchers. I buy rolls of these. I want to say there's 1,000 in here, and I buy 5,000 at a time. They last you a long time. Tons of easy targetry out there. I say we shoot some of these. You've got an idea of some ways to save money. Most important, and we're going to talk about this while we're shooting, these are repeatable metrics. They're standards. If I can only hit this target, if this target is the smallest target I'm capable of hitting, I'm going to work on that till I can't miss. Then I can tear it in half, and I'll go till I can't miss that. Then when I can't miss that, I'll switch to one of these. Then when I can't miss that, you see where we're going with this, and this stuff's cheap as heck. You think that if you could keep them in a piece of printer paper, you understand what's happening here? If you can keep them in that half a printer paper, you see what's happening here? You think you could keep them into that 3x5 note card? You see what's happening here? You're starting to develop some skills that are repeatable, and it's cheap. Let's train. Something that keeps coming up is my safety glasses. These are from TacticalRX. Check out the sweet case that they provide with the glasses. These are in my prescription. These ones happen to be polarized. They happen to be ballistically rated. Excellent. All the eyewear I wear, pretty much these guys make for me. And then my hearing protection. Why do I love Pro Ears? Family business, made in the USA. I wouldn't probably use these to go to war like some of you guys are used to, some of the more military or police designed hearing. The audio is why I use these. Family business out of Northern Michigan, they have the clearest audio. If I put these on, sometimes I forget when I'm on the range. Many of the hearing protections out there that do a good job of protecting your hearing, the amplification and all that jazz, you're like hearing freaking bugs. You guys know what I'm talking about. Somebody moves and you're like, oh, what is it? And it's somebody opening a gum wrapper, right? Let's go through our good loading process. What we put in is what we get out. I've got nobody around me. So before I draw a pistol, always verify, or a rifle or whatever the gun is, it's safe to produce it. Master grip. Is the gun in good shape? As everything, I just lubed this gun before starting to train today with Gunfighter gun oil. Lock the slide to the rear. Give it that tire check, so to speak. Retrieve a new mag. Cant the mag well inboard. Seat lock, tug, cycle. For me, press check, tap that into battery. Pelvis out in this position. You can go watch those videos and recover. Got the Tenicor Zero belt on again today. I've been digging on this. It's one of my favorite belts. Dark Star inside the waistband holster, Boresight Solutions Glock, Apex trigger, Supervel ammo, all that good stuff. So we'll start on the printer paper. Replenish your mag pouch. So on the range, we say recover to the holster. That means put it away how you want to find it, should you need it to save your life or somebody else's. So we'll work a very basic string of fire here. No time constraints to start. We'll go to that piece of printer paper, and I'm going to try to isolate all the good mechanics. I think that bald eagle just flew back overhead. It's going to be a good day to train. On the up command, we'll start with our hands low. Up. Good. Clear the cover garment. Punch the gun up. Trigger guard's clear. Holster's clear. We'll do 4 shots. Now it's a turkey vulture. Up. Trigger guard's clear. Holster's clear. 4 shots again. We'll start from the high fence position. Up. Tack mag. Retrieve a new mag. Top it off. Thumb check. Trigger guard and holster are clear. let's replenish the #1 mag pouch. Let's go to the smaller piece of paper now. Change your guys' angel of the dangle, huh? You guys want a little angle change? You perverts, what do you want to see, huh? You want to get a little closer, do you? I'll move you right there. That looks pretty good. Right there. Is that better? Is that what you want? Huh? I'm only 5 yards off this target, but it's giving you the idea of what we're doing. Half sheet of paper. Ready? Up. Trigger guard's clear. Holster's clear. Let's take you a little bit closer, huh? You can just see what's happening. Let's see, where's the lighting is better? I think I like it right there. Let's go to that top piece of the 3x5. Top right. 3. Okay. Trigger guard's clear. Holster's clear. Vertical. Up. Trigger guard's clear. Holster's clear. Bring you back a little bit here. Maybe swapicate you this way, huh? This is boring. Well, that's what we're doing today. I'm sorry. We'll go to that angle dangled one. It's fun on the angle. You've got to be careful. I'll shoot it again where you can see me. You know, those little kind of trickiness there with the angle, you've got to really think about what's happening. You know, on the big piece of paper, you can kind of let your sights do whatever. Vertical one, I think, is easier than horizontal. Angle dangle. And you know, you can get tricky, and you could take one of these, right? And you could cut it, or in that axis, you could cut it in a triangle. The whole point is forcing you to not get hyper fixated on a certain target. That's the problem I have with USPSA targets. I don't have a problem with them, but if you use the same target over and over again, that's what you're conditioned to see. That's why we shoot t-shirts in class. That's why we'll shoot different things and different objects so that we get accustomed to it. So that angle dangled one. Up. Make it up. The next video that I'm shooting out here is on the tap rack. How ironic was that? Let's switch her up to a little post-it notes. Little posties. Little posties. You're a postie. I don't even know what that means. Here we go. Little transitionicate between those suckers. What you think about that, huh? What you think about that? How's this? How's that? Is that a good angle? Don't shoot me now. Don't shoot me now. Don't shoot me. I won't. I promise. I promise. Bottom ones. All out of ammo. I'm all out of juice. I've got no bullets. Let's go get some together. So, long and the short of it, guys, training need not be expensive when it comes to targets. Don't overthink it. Yes, there are certain targets required for certain drills, certain training programs. You might have like a state qualification. You might have a qualification for your PD or military unit. Well, yeah, use that target. In fact, you should train on that target, but also you can get into some of this cheap stuff pretty easy. This is Mickey with Carry Trainer. I hope that you guys dig these videos. I hope that you're liking them. Please subscribe, share them. Share them with your shooting clubs, your shooting buddies. If you dig this stuff, these algorithms and stuff in these social media feeds hate people like you and me. The more you share them, the more you like them, the better it is for all of us. If I can help you guys, please send me a message to training@carrytrainer.com. I'll do my best to try to respond if it's something within my power. If not, I'll try to find you somebody who can. If I can be of service to you by coming to your range or doing some type of speaking engagement along the lines of the Second Amendment or working to change those laws, hit me up at training@carrytrainer.com. I hope you guys have been digging on the Ignis Lux coffee. A lot of you guys have been buying it because I have to keep roasting it. Ignis Lux coffee. Ignis Lux is Latin for firelight. When we came up with that name, the point was there's a fire in our guts, and I want that fire to burn bright and long, and I want to do everything I can to keep that fire burning in a pure way. Me and you, we can change the world together. We're gonna do it together, and we can shoot some cheap targets. Bye now.
Oh, hey.
You a coffee drinker? Check this out. We're roasting it ourselves. Ignis Lux. This happens to be a medium blend. Roasted with love just for you. Ignis Lux is Latin for fire light. There's a lot of choices out there with coffee. I guarantee you this. If you buy this, if you try it and you don't like it, I'll tell you too bad. Check it out. Ignis Lux. I guarantee you're gonna dig it.